back to the Daily Grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back pickle biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
One of the UFC's brightest prospects and fastest growing stars, Darren Till, talked about life after his Donald Cowboy Cerrone win, some of his possible next matchups, and also a lot of everything in an interview on MMA Junkie. It's an article on MMA Junkie, and it's a very extended interview. But one of the things Darren Till did disclose in this interview is that he still is a proud owner of his bus pass, and he resides in his uncle's spare bedroom. And I mean, that can be expected, especially, you know, MMA is a new sport, so it's not like you win one fight and you win some $5 million purse that changes your life. Now, Darren Till probably won't be in his uncle's spare bedroom for long, and he only has a bus pass. It's not like he doesn't have a car by now, but he probably has a bus pass because he had it before the Donald Cowboy Cerrone win, and it's not like that joint says, you know, expires December 2018 or until you beat Donald Cowboy Cerrone. If that joint didn't expire till May of 2018 or December 2018, that thing is still active. It's probably still in his wallet where it was before the fight. So that's not the only thing he talked about in this fight. He was, you know, he's something he's proud of. Darren Till is an open book, and he talks about everything. Why he's calling out Wonder Boy, who's probably likely to fight next, his plans in the, you know, his future as an MMA fighter, and, you know, about who he's going to be fighting next. He's talking about his fight with Wonder Boy. You know, that's been a pretty controversial topic as far as Darren Till. At first we heard the fight was going to be made, Darren Till versus Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy's team came out and kind of said, no, we were never presented that fight. We're not really interested in that fight at this time. But Darren Till has talked about why he wants that fight and why he's persistent about getting that fight. And he said, you know, Wonder Boy might beat me, and if he does, so be it. I want to fight Wonder Boy because I want to prove I'm the best striker in the UFC or in the welterweight division. I don't plan on being in the welterweight division forever. He plans on eventually going all the way up to light heavyweight. When you hear Darren Till talk about moving up divisions, this guy completely looks past 185. That's like an afterthought. He knows he's going to run through the 170-pound division, knows he's going to run through the 185 division, and eventually looks to be a division champion at 205 pounds. So Darren Till's got a lot of stuff going for him. One of the reasons he's also one of the brightest or fastest rising stars is because he's got multiple countries behind him. He's a very confident, and he's also an open book. As I said, he just says what's on his mind, and if what is on his mind is, hey, I'm too big for this guy, you know, he's in the end of his career and I'm in the prime of my career and I'm too big for him, I'm about to run through this guy and knock him out. He's not talking trash, he's just telling you how he feels. And another thing about Darren Till is he's from England or Switzerland, I believe. England. He's from England. He lived in Brazil for a while, so he speaks Portuguese. So he's got both of those countries behind him on top of a lot of American fans. So Darren Till is, you know, en route to becoming a global crossover star. All he has to do is keep up these wins, and with Darren Till, I don't even think a loss. Darren Till is also 16-0 on top of everything, undefeated, and even if he takes a loss to Wonder Boy, he's willing to go in there with Wonder Boy, one of the most proven strikers in the UFC, one of the top ranked welterweights in the UFC currently. And he's also one of the few guys willing to fight Kamaru Usman, even though for whatever reason the fight may not be booked, because it might be Darren Till's team not thinking that's the smartest fight, or even the UFC, who sees Darren Till as a potential future cash cow. But Darren Till has said, if it's up to me, I'll fight any one of these dudes tomorrow. Now, it's not up to me necessarily, but I'm down. I mean, it is what it is. If I lose, I lose. I want to test myself versus the best guys in the world. So Darren Till has talked about if he doesn't get the Wonder Boy fight, it's looking like maybe a Gunnar Nelson fight. Gunnar Nelson was on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani and talked about the Darren Till fight a little bit and said he was down for that. So we'll see what happens with Darren Till's next fight. Go to MMA Junkie for a very extended article on Darren Till where it talks about a lot of stuff, including him saying things like, you know, he's just happy that he can buy a pair of shoes right now. He's not into the show ponies and the Lamborghinis. He just wants to work and talk shit. That's my kind of guy. And also another thing he said is, like, when he just goes out in public and people hey, are you Darren Till? Like, and they start recognizing him, like, that shit is crazy to him. And I am somebody that can actually, like, you know, not that I go out in public and people recognize me, but just like some of you guys, when you guys show me, like, fucking on Snapchat, like, somebody hit me up, I think it was Ace on Snapchat, he was at like a radio station, and he was like showing me he's a fan of the channel, and I was like, This dude is like at one of the top radio stations that look like in like Detroit, and he's listening to the channel. That shit was crazy. Like I wanted to fucking show my mom and dad that type of shit. Might not mean much to you guys. Like you might be, you know, same thing with Darren Till. Like all of us know Darren Till right now, but whenever someone comes up to him, that shit is dope as fuck. He's a very humble kid. Even though he might talk a little shit, it's a confidence thing. It's not like he's just coming out here and disrespecting people. He's just telling his truth. So with that being said, looking forward to Darren Till's next fight. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOWG.